Hi everyone, we don't have enough time because it is getting dark in this room, so straight to the point. Today we have a new episode of English Talk Show interviews with this amazing lady, Ekaterina, who is a sexologist, you won't believe it. And so Katya, why did you become a sexologist? Why is it interesting for you?
Why did I choose this path? That's a great question. Because I had my own sexuality issues. I struggled with my sexuality, and I was searching for answers. And actually, there was no answers. But I'm the kind of person who's never give up. So I was looking, and it took me many years. I traveled to many places, and I think I took all possible.
And again, I will ask you to be as loud as possible.
Took all possible courses like sex trainings and everything, and then I come to the point which I think work is done, and then I see that there are a lot of other people who need help. They are struggling with some questions, because I do believe that everybody has
some issues about sex in their life.
Some about sex or relations, because sex involves relations with you. That's a part of the story. And then I decided that as I got the answers, I should help others. And actually, it's always been one of my favorite topics. One of my main interests.
And it probably makes you a very open person, because it's even hard to be a psychologist because you're supposed to discuss very intimate stuff. But when you're a sexologist, it becomes even harder.
I don't have shame to talk about sex. I cannot say that I'm so open person. I have my really strict borders. I'm not that friendly as it can. As it can be seen, no. But I just don't have this part, like sex is taboo, is something that you should be ashamed to talk about.
Everyone needs it.
Yes, that's why for me, that's so easy. That's why I'm open in this.
What is your mission, Katya? I mean, probably you make other people happy.
Yeah, that's...
Anything else?
My mission is to help more people, to give them answers. I'm not changing the lives, of course, but I help people to change their lives, and it's dramatical change. I have many stories, and it's absolutely different life. And when you realize this, when you see the smiles on your client faces, it gives me a lot of power to continue. That's my mission.
And does it make your life better? I mean, as I told you, your profession makes you quite an open person, an open-minded person, but does it help you in life? I mean, your openness, or maybe sometimes people misunderstand you. Because I'm sure maybe for some of my devotees, I mean visitors of my club, maybe some of them were shocked because you were quite open discussing some issues. But I liked it.
I do believe if you're ready if you decide to work in the field of human sexuality, you understand that you're gonna be judged. Because this area is closed area. Some people gonna think that you are just crazy. Some gonna think that you're a prostitute. Some others gonna just judge you because they would like to behave like this, to be this free.
They just envy you,
Yeah, I had a lot of judgment in the beginning of my career, so a lot of misunderstanding, a lot of inappropriate proposals. That's also the big issue.
And by the way, you consult both men and women, right?
Yeah. But now I consult online.
Just online.
Coronavirus helped, and it's really convenient. But doesn't matter. So I was ready when I started this. Because you are trying to make a path, not the walk the path which exists. This path we don't have this way of sexuality education. So I need to make it by myself, and people cannot be judging.
You mean you were like a pioneer in sexology in Rostov?
That's too long.
By the way, some time ago, our club was visited by a girl. Her name was Christina, I think, and she also called herself a sexologist. Sorry, but I didn't know a lot about her. And Katya, I want to ask you: you are a proponent of sex education in Russia. Why?
Sex education?
Yeah, for children, for teenagers.
For children and for teenagers. I think that everybody needs it, not only children and teenagers, but adults always. For children and teenagers especially, we should start with understanding what is sex education for children and teenagers. Because when we hear just this sentence, you can think, oh my God, to talk just about sex to children, that's like, what are you talking about? No, sex education for children is naming body parts right. Vagina, penis, testicles, breasts. Doesn't call it the weird words. Why when parents call it's a kind of weird word, that's bring a shame in the end. Why everybody is ashamed? Because they got this message from their parents that these body parts something special.
Like you are not even supposed to call it what it is.
Yeah, it's like you remember in Harry Potter, somebody you should not name him. It's super interesting, and this message is given for children. So first you just give the right names. Second, which is really important, is for safety of the child, parents should taught him or her that we call it panty rule. What is underneath panties cannot be touched by anybody except father, mother, and doctor, for example.
It can help them avoid pedophiles.
Yes, not just saying sex is not existed, not talking about this, but teaching children that this is taboo.
It can be good
this
for a
is
child.
Taboo. If somebody gonna try to touch you, you should tell me. This is a part of children education. For teenagers, for example, masturbation. Teenager gonna masturbate. To say that, okay, this is normal. This is normal.
And you shouldn't feel ashamed.
You shouldn't feel ashamed because it brings a lot of problems afterwards. Psychology problems, of course, and problems with his or her body, with satisfaction, whatever. And to say that, masturbation is okay, but you should do it in a private place, like urinating. It's okay, but we don't do it everywhere, you know? And that's just a small examples of.
No, I would never expect that anything like that would be discussed during English talk show interviews, but it is really important. I mean, it's a part of our life.
It's nothing about sex techniques or something. And why it's so important? Because internet porn is available, and children, they see porn and they see that sex. Teenagers, they see and they think, oh my God, that's the sex.
Yeah.
And then they go to the real life. No, sex is not like that.
Yeah,
and they don't have anybody.
It's better for them to know, so that in the future they will be able to build healthy relationships with healthy, normal people.
Because everything which is connected with sexuality is built up till the most important things till the age of 7. Not during the teenagers' ages. No, in the beginning.
Katya, and you make other people happy, but can you tell me what makes you happy?
What makes me happy?
Yeah.
I'm generally a pretty happy person because I worked a lot on my mental health. I love traveling. Traveling is my biggest passion. 1 year I had like.
What was your favorite destination?
Oh, it's New York always. New York stole my heart like in the age of 20. At the age of 20, it's always New York.
And now let's get a little bit philosophical. Let's talk about the purpose of life. Do we actually need to have a purpose in life? And do you have one? And it's not necessary to share it with us.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. I'm not the. I don't like to generalize. I do believe each person can decide by their own. Do they need the purpose in life, or they're just fine to live it like the way it is? I do. I have my purpose in life. I'm really goal oriented. I have my goals. Each month I have the tasks which are.
So it sounds like your purpose in life is improving your life, moving further.
Yeah, that's for sure. I love to develop myself. I love.
But you don't want to save the world.
I want to change the world. I want to change the world, but in my sphere, in my topic, and I do believe even if you change like a couple lives, you still change in the world.
And now I want to ask you something unexpected. I mean, you're here in Rostov, but many people, especially who were in the US or somewhere, they are crazy about leaving Russia. They apply for that green card lottery and everything. Why are you still here? Because we have our friend Artyom, maybe you remember that very talkative, bold guy. He talked a lot. So he always wants to run away from our country to the US. And he would probably ask you, Katya, why are you still here? Why haven't you left yet? Why?
I don't know Artyom case, but for myself, I don't believe that there is other place is better than anywhere you are, because anywhere you go, you take yourself with you. I love America, and I'm gonna move there probably someday, but it's a pass. You know, I used to live there, and I have my plan for that. But not because here is bad. No, because in America there is a way better sexuality education and more deeper knowledges, and that's just the next step in my life.
But at the same time, you know, maybe here in Rostov, as a sexologist, you are extremely competitive. I mean, you are more appreciated by people than in New York, for example, because there are so many sexologists and psychologists there.
When you work online,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter at all. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So Katya, it was a very unexpected and unusual interview, I can tell you. And hopefully, I know that you have other people to talk to in English, but I still hope that from time to time you will visit us. And I have some material for you.
Oh, really?
So yeah, I've brought you something just to make you just a little bit happier.
That's candy. Yeah. So thank you so much. I love presents. That's one more thing that makes me happy.
Hopefully you are not on a diet.
I'm in one diet project, but I still
forget about it for today.
No, I still can eat it. Thank you very much.
Great.
Thank you.
And maybe you have some questions to me, or you want to say something to the audience about sex education, making love. Yeah, really, make love, not war, right?
Yeah, that's for sure. For audience, I would like to say that believe in yourself. You are not equal to your sexual experience. Even if you had like doubts, if you failed sometimes, if you are not satisfied with your sexuality or your sexual performance or the way you had it in your life, it is not equal who you are. You are way cooler. You are enough. You just need to open it to yourself.
Yeah, and I would add that it's always possible to find a close person who understands you. You shouldn't judge based on your past experience.
You never should judge yourself on your past experience, because your sexuality is different. But sharing can give you relief. If you really want to change something, you should find professional.
Yeah. So boys and girls, any sex issues, go to Katya. And thank you so much, Katya.
Thank you very much. Thank you for candies.
Yeah, and cut.
It would be fine if we do.